Back to Baking for Fun. Today we're going to be making lemon poppy seed cookies. Two cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons of freshly grated lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds, 1.5 sticks or 3/4 cup of salted butter, and before you use it, it should be softened. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 egg yolks, so no egg whites, just take out the egg whites and just use the 2 yolks. 1 large egg, 1 whole egg, so with the yolk and the whites. And 1.5 teaspoons of lemon extract, and this can be found beside your your vanilla extract at your grocery store. Your first step is to preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, in a medium-sized bowl, you're going to combine your flour, your baking soda, your lemon zest, the coriander, and the poppy seeds. And then you're going to mix it well with a wire whisk and then set it aside. Once you mixed your flour mixture together, in a large bowl, you're going to cream your butter and sugar together. So there's our softened butter and then our 1 cup of granulated sugar. So we're going to cream that with an electric mixer at medium speed until the mixture forms a grainy paste, and then you're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl and then add the 2 yolks, the 1 whole egg, and the lemon extract. And then you're going to beat that at medium speed until it's light and fluffy, and we're going to come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we just came back to show you what it looks like when you cream the butter and the sugar together. So like you can see, it's a grainy paste. So I'm just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Okay, and then I'm going to add the 2 egg yolks, the whole egg, and the lemon extract. And I'm going to go beat that at medium speed until it's light and fluffy and come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we mixed our wet ingredients together. Now we're going to add the flour mixture, and we're just going to mix it at a low speed with the mixtures until it's well combined. Don't overmix this step. You just want it to be all combined together. Okay, so we're going to go mix that and come back and show you. Okay, so we combined everything together, and make sure not to overmix. Now we're going to bake them at a 300 degree Fahrenheit oven. So what you're going to do is, basically, if you have a scooper like this, use this. It's a tablespoon sized scooper. If you don't have a scooper, then just use a tablespoon, and that'll work fine. So take a pan, make sure it's ungreased. If you're afraid that the cookies might stick to the pan, you can put some parchment paper over it, but this one's fine. So we're going to take, with the scooper or with a spoon, whatever you want to use. They have to be about a tablespoon sized, a rounded tablespoon. Put them on your pan actually, and make sure to leave at least 2 inches apart because they do spread out. So I'm just going to do that around the whole pan, and I'm going to come back and show you guys when the pan is filled. So we put all the cookies that will fit on this pan. As you can see, you might need a couple of pans because the recipe does make about 2 dozen cookies, but you want to make sure that you leave enough room between them because they do spread out. So before you pop them in the oven, you're just going to want to press down on them lightly just to help them spread out more. And we're going to show you guys the finished result. Alright, so they have finished baking. We put them in the oven for about 28 minutes. Now, depending on your oven, you might want to start checking them after 25 minutes, but if you have a really, really hot oven, I would start checking them at 20 minutes. So here they look. They are pretty, they're very light and they're pretty thin. As you can see here, this is what it looks like up close. Now they're very different. I feel like if you've ever tasted a poppy seed, lemon poppy seed muffin, they're kind of like that, but in cookie form. So they're really different than your ordinary chocolate chip cookie. And if you want to try something different, I think they're a really great thing to do. One thing to note though, after you take them out of the oven, you want to immediately take a spatula type of thing and scrape them off gently off the pan and put them on a cooling rack, because if you leave them to sit there on the pan cool and you let it sit there to cool down, they will stick to the pan. So immediately take them out gently though, because they're pretty fragile, so you don't want to break them, but just gently put them on a cooling surface, cooling rack, and they'll be great. So thank you for watching and subscribe for more.